there's no denying that we live in an attention market, and attention spans are the worst they've ever been. I mean, I saw some stat where it said that we have attention spans lower than that of a goldfish. And I've seen some other more damning stats, but come on, guys, a goldfish. I remember the running joke where it was like a goldfish has got, you've got the memory of a goldfish was meant as like an insult, right? Because everyone knew that goldfish notoriously had short memories and attention spans. So if you're able to get yourself to focus and just increase your attention span, just back to normal, the way it was like 100 years ago, you'll be so far ahead of the curve. You'll be able to achieve anything you put your mind to, especially with the phone that we have. It just makes things so much easier in terms of leverage and just learning things online. It's so much easier to become successful than it's ever been, right? But the key is that you need to increase your attention span and learn how to become more focused, right? So hence this video. The first things I'm going to give you, they're the basic ones, right? You want to get sleep. And again, I've said this before, I'm going to keep banging this drum. Sleep is the most important thing. It is the foundation of not only your ability to focus and your ability to do work, but just your ability to function as a human being, right? If you don't get enough sleep, your attention span is just going to be terrible. You're not going to be able to focus. Your cognitive ability just declines, right? Worse than anything you could imagine, right? You're better off getting 8 hours of sleep and then trying to study with like flipping music playing everywhere and you just can't focus, than trying to work on like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. Not only once, like you can work on one day if you get like 5 hours of sleep, but if you do that consistently over a long period of time, that's going to screw you over. So you need to make sure you get your sleep, right? It is the foundation of how you do anything. And just batching in the other like basics is meditation, right? Meditation is just your ability to sit down and just focus on certain things that are just boring, right? And that leads me to my other point that I want to put in. My third point is that you need to have the ability to be bored, okay? Being bored in this day and age is a flipping superpower, because everything we're doing, everyone's trying to grab our attention. They're all trying to grab our attention, and it just ruins our attention span. So if you can just sit down and just do something boring, like you can just sit down and stare at a wall for like 30 minutes, like it just helps you so much. Because now when you're overstimulated and you're just watching all this crap and you're watching on the hub and all of this, when you sit down to actually do work, right? You've come from being stimulated up here and now you're having to do something here. You're not going to be able to sit down and do it. You're going to be itching. You're going to be having withdrawal symptoms. You need to make sure that you learn how to be bored, right? And you can also like mix that in with meditation. Meditation helps so much. Just do it consistently over a long period of time. And again, that pushes another point that I want to talk about, which is just be consistent, right? Like when you want to like gain focus, you want to make sure you have a routine and then you follow it consistently. Similar to sleep schedule, like the way your brain works, right? Don't do this thing where it's like, okay, during the week I'm getting like this amount of sleep, and then on the weekend I'm able to wake up later, so I'm gonna wake up later. Your body doesn't know that. It doesn't distinguish between weekdays and weekends. It doesn't know that. It just knows day by day. So if you're doing 5 days of sleeping as a consistent sleep schedule, and then the 2 days you're messing it up, you're restarting again and you're just making it more difficult for yourself. Having a consistent sleep schedule, which is not only the amount of hours you sleep, but the time you go to sleep and the time you wake up, that helps so much, because your body knows what to expect and it's not getting shocked by anything. And your routine again will also help you get focused. If you follow everything to a T, or it doesn't even have to be a T, just roughly, right? If you do that consistently over a long period of time, it's easier to get focused, right? If you work, like for me, my routine will be like I wake up early. I wake up at like 4, then I do my workout and I set up everything. By 6:30, I'm done and I'm ready to work. If I do that consistently over a long period of time, my body knows, right? Every single day, right? 6:30, I'm sitting down to work. It's preparing. Your body helps you, right? It helps you to make things easier. And that's how you get in this hole in the first place, right? When you're like stimulated, it's just chasing that because that's easier. It's easier than sitting down and working, right? So once you try to sit down and work and like focus on something, your body is like, nah, go back to that. What's easier? So what you want to do is you want to cut that out, and then you're consistently working hard and you're focused like over a long period of time. Your body is like, okay, this is what we do. Like let me make it as easy as possible, and it'll help you, right? That's why you need to have a consistent routine. Yeah, that's the video, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and until next time, I'll see you boys.